All right, so we got why it sucks to be a speedster. Let's get into it.
20 and you're a regular person on your way home from your regular job. But as you walk through the city, you notice something strange. There's a massive storm cloud forming directly above one of the tall buildings nearby. It looks unnatural, with lightning crackling inside it and a yellow aura glowing around it. You stop for a minute just to take a look, when a bolt of lightning shoots down from the cloud and strikes you directly.
It's really crazy how that's how they chose to like be the main representation of you turning into a speedster. You getting hit by lightning, even though like in real life you get hit by lightning, nigga, you're just gonna be a lifeless, motionless bot after getting hit by lightning. I feel like, what are the effects of getting hit by lightning? Are you gonna be like delirious? Are you just gonna be like? I imagine that your brain's just not gonna work as good as it used to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I imagine it's gonna be like. Let's look at the effects of lightning hitting your body. Looking up Jabster. Hold up. Lightning effects. Getting struck by lightning effects. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, a massive electrical discharge passing through your body, primarily damaging the nervous system, heart, and skin. While fatal in about 10% of cases, survivors often I just lost my part. I was looking away. Bro, am I retarded? Okay, neurological damage, memory loss, and ruptured eardrums. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's fucking you up, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
is the last moment of your regular life. You lie unconscious on the ground, but your body isn't resting. The lightning didn't just electrocute you, it connected you to something that exists outside of normal reality. Inside the lightning,
Realistically, the best power to have is, you know what I'm saying, super speed, but with the speed force. You don't have super speed without the speed force. You basically can't save anyone. Because if you run anybody, they're just gonna turn into fucking mush, like A-Train did Huey's girlfriend. Like, bro, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Like,
was a cosmic
if you were,
force.
bro, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing, bro? If you were like A-Train, bro, you dead ass would be like, you wouldn't be able to save shit. Basically, the laws of physics would damn near limit all of your powers. That's why the Speed Force comes in handy.
Older than the universe itself, known as the Speed Force. And now it's rewriting your biology at a molecular level. After just a few minutes, your body composition changes. Your heart is racing at hundreds of beats per minute, but it's not a heart attack. Your cardiovascular system has rewired itself to be 10 times more efficient than any normal humans. Your body fat burns away, leaving you supermodel lean. You feel like there's electricity running just beneath your skin constantly, like a second nervous system. You're not a normal human anymore, and there's no going back.
I like the Flash parallel type narration. That's kind of crazy. He kind of got it down to a T. Like, you know how, you know how, you know how the reverse Flash was talking to Barry and teaching him how to. Hey, I don't know if I can show that. That might actually get taken out by YouTube, bro. Bro, YouTube is so freaking weird, bro. Oh my god, I can't even show y'all what I'm talking about. But yeah, I know that time when the reverse Flash was like, bro, this is not the angle I'm looking for, bro. I remember when the reverse Flash was like teaching Barry how to run and phase and shit. That's exactly how he was narrating.
When you finally wake up in a hospital bed, for a second there, everything feels normal. Until you decide to step outside to go for a walk, and suddenly you're 3 blocks away. You reach for your apartment door, and you're already inside before you realize you moved. Time itself has changed for you. The world around you slows down or stops entirely whenever you move. You have super speed. But right now, it's much more of a curse than a blessing. This new time perception creates a form of psychological torture that's almost impossible to explain to anyone who hasn't experienced it. Every moment feels like waiting in line at the supermarket behind an elderly woman who wants to pay for $1,000 worth of groceries in pennies.
I feel like, so it would make everything, like every aspect of your life, it would make it feel like slow. I thought it's only like slow if you like turn on your perception of like fastness. So everything's just slow automatically as soon as you turn into a speedster. That's crazy.
From your perspective, everyone around you moves in agonizingly slow motion. Conversations that last 30 seconds for them feels like hours for you. You can see every micro expression, every move they make, and even count the individual blinks of their eyes. The patience required just to have a normal interaction with another human being is exhausting in ways you can't describe. Before we go any further, you need to understand what's actually happening when you run. Because super speed isn't just moving fast, it's a complete rewriting of physics as they apply to your body. When you run, you're not just accelerating to high speeds like a car on a highway. You're generating what scientists would call a speed force field around your body. This field does several things simultaneously. First, it reduces your mass relative to the space around you, which is why you can move without creating sonic booms that would shatter every window you pass. Second,
okay, that's the best case scenario, because if you didn't have that, dead ass, your powers would dead ass work against you if you were trying to be a hero. If you're a villain, then it would work out perfectly for you. But if you're a hero, without having a speed force, you might as well not even run, because you're gonna if you run around your level ones, they're probably cooked.
it creates a protective barrier that prevents air friction from burning you alive or tearing your skin off. Third, and most importantly, it alters your personal time flow. From your perspective, you're moving at a normal pace. It's the world that slows down around you. But from everyone else's perspective, you're a blur. At your top speeds, you're moving faster than the human eye can process.
Like, basically, it's kind of underwhelming. That's what he's saying. It's an underwhelming power for the user, but for someone on the outside looking in, it's a cool ass power. But for you, it just looks like a day-to-day, like you're running the same way, but everything just slows down. Damn, that's kind of that. When I think about it that way, I kind of don't want it. Like, I used to want like the Flash's powers, but like now after what he's saying right now, I kind of don't. It's kind of dissuaded me from wanting super speed, basically.
Your reaction time has been enhanced to match your speed. You can process information and make decisions in microseconds. This is why you can run through a crowded street without hitting anyone. You're seeing and reacting to obstacles long before they become problems. Your brain has been rewired to handle the massive influx of sensory information that comes with moving at these speeds. The field also extends slightly beyond your body, which is why you can carry people without them experiencing the full force of your acceleration. When you grab someone and run, the field envelops them too, protecting them from the G-forces that would otherwise liquefy.
Once again, yeah, best case scenario, like he was about to say, you're getting liquefied if you pick somebody up and try to save them, bro. It's just gonna work against you every single time. It's gonna work against you every single time. That's why A-Train is damn near useless. Seriously, bro. You're gonna find the more we talk about speedsters, bro, I'm gonna just keep hating on A-Train. A-Train is his powers are literally fucking useless. He can barely outrun a jet, which is probably his highest feat, I think, right?
Their internal organs. But this extension of the field drains your energy faster. Carrying even just one person significantly reduces your top speed and increases how much food you'll need to recover. When you're moving at high speeds, a few seconds of real time can feel like days or weeks to you. Daily life becomes almost impossible to maintain. You're thinking at speeds beyond sound while everyone around you is moving normally. Having the patience of a normal human now requires constant, inhuman effort. But the loneliness is crushing. You spend months alone with your thoughts, while mere minutes pass in the real world. This is literally solitary confinement.
That's kind of like fucking sad. I don't want to be, I'd rather just be, what power is there like really cool to have? Like, I mean, flying, I guess, that's just like kind of basic, bro. I don't want to be just a person that flies. I don't want to be like Superman. I feel like shit would just be kind of like what do I say? Everything would be underwhelming if I had Superman's power. So if not speed, if not Superman, what the fuck is there? Now, if you're saying invisibility, but I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, bro. If you're saying invisibility, I know what type of intentions you got, my guy. I know what type of intentions you got. Don't you dare say invincibility or invisibility. You feel me? Don't you dare say that.
Except you're experiencing it while surrounded by people. You're isolated inside your own perception of time, unable to connect with anyone who isn't moving at your speed. And sometimes you can't even connect with yourself. But the psychological toll is only part of the problem. The hunger hits next, and it's unlike anything you've experienced as a normal human.
Okay, great. Wait, were you even listening? You haven't taken a single note this entire meeting?
That's because your body now burns calories at an absolutely absurd rate. You'll need to consume somewhere around 50 times your body weight in food every single day just to maintain your powers and stay conscious.
Now, this is the part of the Flash that they do not disclose to you. I've never seen the Flash in CW, at least the CW variation. I've never seen the Flash have to eat that much. I've always seen him eating normal amounts of food, unless he's off screening the food. That's unless he's just simply off screening the food. That's the only way.
If you weigh 170 pounds, that's 8,500 pounds of food. 4.25 tons. Roughly 4 million.
But your metabolism burns that off, yeah? Yeah or nay?
250,000 calories per day. Eating only hot dogs would cost over $10,000 per day, or about...
I'm gonna be honest. If I become a speedster, I'm not paying for shit anymore. Those variations of the Flash and Barry Allen tipping and giving the skipping the Starbucks line, or the, you know what I'm saying, or any line in general, and just paying after that, I will not be doing that. I will just taking my food and I'm leaving. Going to the back, dropping my food in the chicken grease and getting up out of there. Every time.
$3.7 million per year. You don't really have money like that lying around, so it looks like you're going to be using your powers to steal from a lot.
Exactly. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to, bro. Just for the sake of me having to eat.
Of grocery stores. Your extreme metabolism means that if you overuse your powers without proper nutrition, you'll simply faint. You'll be running across the city at super speed and suddenly wake up on the pavement blocks away with no memory of collapsing. Normal humans might grab lunch and be fine for 5 or 6 hours, but you'll need to eat multiple full meals just to run across town once. Now you can't even leave your home without snacks. But that leads to other problems too. You can't hold down normal employment because you're constantly eating or dealing with the consequences of your powers. So say goodbye to that regular person job of yours. Your body heals.
That's why you gotta just take over Star Labs. Become the ambassador of it. Duh.
Faster than normal humans, which sounds useful until you understand the horrifying catch. You don't heal correctly without immediate medical intervention. If you break a bone and don't get it set properly within minutes, your accelerated healing will lock the bone in whatever...
I didn't think of that. Your shit can grow back in a in an awkward position, so you're gonna have a crooked bone forever. Then you're gonna have to re-break your shit and then move it to the right position so it can grow back correctly. That's crazy work. Hey, I didn't think about that. Yo, that's actually a crazy way to look at things, bro. Bro, nah, if your bone is growing back like that, bro, you're cooked, bro. You won't even be able to hit turns correctly, bro.
Position it's in.
Every million feet, every corner, you know what I'm saying?
Whether that's correct or not, you need medical intervention to set bones properly before your body starts repairing itself, which gives you...
That's why you got Caitlin Snow around. What do you think? What are we talking about here? We have Caitlin Snow on speed dial. Let's be real here. The super doctor. Come on.
An extremely narrow window. And doctors can't use anesthesia on you because your metabolism burns through it almost instantly. So any surgery becomes way...
Once again, that's why we have Caitlin Snow.
More painful because you'll be conscious and feeling everything in slow motion. But perhaps the most terrifying aspect of your powers is this. Your power acts more like a virus than a blessing. Sure, the energy you're connected to allows you to access its power, but in exchange, it uses you. It feeds on your emotions and experiences like you're some kind of sensory organ for a cosmic force. The more you use your powers, the more connected you become to this field, and the more you risk being absorbed into it entirely. And it's not a metaphor. There's a literal chance that if you run too fast, you'll be pulled into a dimensional realm where you lose your memories, your sense of self, your humanity, and transform into pure...
I don't remember this being canon. Did bro do more research than I've anticipated? Bro, so if you run so fast, you can just lose everything just from becoming too fast. So you have to limit yourself. I knew that if you ran so fast, you could break the fabric of time, but that's about it. I knew you could run to the end of time, but I didn't know you could literally just lose everything from becoming insanely fast.
Kinetic energy.
Insanely fast.
Forever. The faster you run, the more your body begins converting to pure energy. Your physical form could start to break down at a molecular level. Every time you push your speed to save someone, you're gambling with your own existence. Given all of this, you might think about just not using your powers and trying to live a normal life. But here's the thing, you can't just not use them. The energy in your body creates a constant.
So I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Well, fuck it. Guess gotta use them, bro. I'm gonna have to lose everything and just run at Mach 1,000,000, bro. I don't care. At this point, you're just, I can't do nothing in your eyes, basically. That's what you're telling me, bro.
An almost unbearable urge to move. Sitting still almost feels physically painful. Walking at normal speed feels like you're dragging yourself through concrete. Your body needs to run, and fighting that impulse every moment of every day is exhausting. So you make a choice. If you're going to run anyway, you might as well do something with it. You start small.
Exactly, bro. You might as well do something with it, bro, at that point.
Stop a robbery here, prevent a car accident there. It gives you an excuse to run, a justification for the thing your body is screaming at you to do constantly. You're not trying to be a hero. You're just trying to turn this curse into something that isn't completely self-destructive. But once you save your first life, it becomes harder to stop. The guilt of not helping when you could now becomes another weight on top of everything else. You continue to help people, and with your powers, it starts to feel easy. But you're not invincible. Extreme cold temperatures are now one of your worst fears because your speed is produced by heat buildup in atoms. When you're surrounded by intense cold, your body slows to a crawl. Your greatest strength becomes completely neutralized. The cold almost temporarily stuns your healing capacity, making injuries far more dangerous.
Once again, I still don't know how the Flash is losing to a guy with a cold gun. This is what it's reminding me of. Captain Cold, I'm not gonna lie, I promise you, if I'm the Flash, I'm with doing Captain Cold in the first encounter. There's no way it's taking 3 encounters for me to get a guy with an ice gun out of the way. There's no way. But the Riders, the biggest enemy of the Flash is the Riders. Simple. That's the biggest enemy of the Riders. Or of the Flash.
Kind of attack on your senses exploits your enhanced perception and becomes agonizing. Your senses are already operating at superhuman levels, which means sensory overload can completely incapacitate you. Electric pulses can affect your inner ear, causing severe vertigo. You could even develop an absolute fear of using your powers and experience panic attacks whenever you try to run fast. Beyond all the physical vulnerabilities.
That's a skill issue. I'm not gonna lie, at that point, that's a user error. That's a simple user error right there. Because if you're getting scared of using your power, you probably shouldn't have had the powers to begin with. Go ahead and take the metahuman cure. Take the metahuman cure. You know what I'm saying?
Your relationships will suffer in ways you couldn't possibly predict. When you're constantly moving faster than everyone else, genuine connection becomes nearly impossible. You'll be in the middle of a romantic moment when you hear sirens across the city, and you have to choose between staying present with someone you care about or running off to save strangers. You can't even introduce them to your life because explaining why you're constantly eating, why you can't keep a normal job.
Once again, that's why you just gotta find you an Iris. Find you the girl that you've been staying with, and then, you know what I'm saying, ask Uncle Joe for his blessing. That's that simple, bro.
And why you steal so many groceries requires revealing everything. Even if you find someone who can deal with that, the small disappointments will become resentment.
This game,
You're constantly late to important dinners. You miss birthdays because you were stopping a robbery. Your partner starts planning events.
I didn't think of it that way. Miss a birthday, bro? I'm not gonna lie. You're finished, bro. You're finished, dude. Miss the birthday? A dinner? Okay, maybe. But the fucking birthday, bro? Oh my lord. Oh my god. Dinner's already bad enough. Come on, bro.
Without you because they can't count on you showing up. You become unreliable despite being the fastest person on the planet. And then there's the age difference. Your connection to energy appears to slow your aging dramatically. Your partner will get older while you stay young. They'll develop grey hair and wrinkles while you look exactly the same as the day you met them. You'll watch them grow old, knowing you're going to outlive them.
Wait, what about Uncle Jay? Uncle Jay was getting right. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Jay was aging at a swell rate. You feel me? Yeah, know what I'm saying? Him and Tina McGee was okay. I don't know. He actually wasn't with Tina anymore. There may be some truth to that. So that means he probably aged after Tina died, and then if okay, this is a little kind of spoilers for the CW series, so I'm not even gonna spoil anymore.
By decades, or potentially even centuries. The burden of being fast enough is its own special torture. With your powers, you should be able to save everyone, but you can't. People die while you're across the city saving someone else. Buildings collapse before you can reach them. Every single failure is your fault, because if you were just a little bit faster, you could have saved them. You're the fastest person alive, and you still can't prevent every tragedy. But what's worse is when you can be fast enough and still have to choose. Multiple disasters happen simultaneously across the city, and you can hear the emergency calls all at once. Your enhanced sensors pick up every siren, and you have to decide which one to respond to because you can't be in 3 places at once.
Oh, just get faster, dude. Just get fucking faster, man. Let's get pumped up. Let's get fast, man. Let's get fast. Come on, bro. Like, you just need to get faster. That's a skill issue right there, bro. Like, if I have super speed and I gotta choose between 3, like, natural events that I gotta save, I'm saving all 3, man. I'm saving all 3. All 3 instantly, man. That's a simple skill issue. Get your speeds up, and that won't be a problem.
Every time you save someone, you're choosing to ignore another call. You decide who lives and who dies, and you have to live with those decisions.
Now, you can't save them all, but if you can't simultaneously get 3 in a row, you don't need to be a speedster. You need to pack it up. I'm lumping you in with A-Train. I'm lumping you with A-Train right there, if you can't do that. Go ahead and pack it up, take it to Cancun.
Forever. All of this takes a toll on your mind. The mental health consequences are no joke. The constant trauma, the isolation, the altered time perception, the relationship failures, the guilt. Everything compounds into severe PTSD that you just can't ignore. But despite everything, the hunger, the isolation, the constant reminder that this will probably kill you, you keep running. The years blur together in that strange way they do when you're experiencing time differently than everyone else. You save thousands of people, you stop disasters, you become a legend in the city. That blur of motion that always shows up when things go wrong. People start to rely on you, which only makes the pressure worse. Every day you wake up knowing that someone, somewhere, is going to need you to be fast enough. And most days you are, but the days when you're not, those are the ones that stay with you. Eventually, you reach a point where your existence starts to feel completely empty. You've saved the world countless times. You've experienced more in decades than most people do in centuries. And you're still here. Still running. Still alone in your accelerated perception of time. When you can do everything, nothing feels important anymore. Time becomes meaningless. Human worries start to seem pointless. You might spend what feels like
This is a very dark way to, like, think of it, bro. I never would have thought of it as perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's actually crazy.
years lost in thought, only bothering to resurface when something forces you to. The longer you exist like this, the more detached you become. You start to question everything. What's the point of saving people when you'll just watch them die eventually anyway? What's the point of stopping disasters when new ones happen every day? What's even heroic about stopping a robbery when you're just doing it because your body needs to run? You're just seconds away from quitting everything. But then, you hear the alarms. The day has finally come where your city faces an extinction level threat. A nuclear device is going to detonate somewhere downtown and millions.
Now, nuclear device. What do you do in this situation? Would he phase the nuclear fission? Phase the city? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Hey, chat. Listen right now. You get the nuclear explosion. Stop time when it's about to explode. And when it explodes, you phase the whole entire fucking city. Phase the entire city. And then wait until this nuclear fission dies out. Then when the fallout, again, the fallout too. So that means you got to phase it until the fallout. Then the aftermath goes done. So you might have to be phasing the city for at least let's give it a week. You have to phase it for the whole entire week. Now, I don't know. It's always up to a user issue. So if you've been up on your training at Star Labs, you should be able to get it done. But if you're not, you're finished. You're finished.
Millions of people are going to die. The authorities are evacuating, but you know it won't be fast enough. They don't even know where the bomb is yet. You waste no time and go door to door to every building in the city, looking for the bomb and moving any people you find on the way outside of town. Only a few thousand rooms in, and you find the bomb with 5 seconds left before it detonates. No time to learn how to defuse it. There's only one option. Evacuate the entire city. You run faster than you've ever run before, grabbing clusters of people. Your body is screaming at you, your muscles are tearing, your heart is beating so fast it should explode. But you keep going. The device is gonna detonate in seconds. Hundreds of thousands of people are still in there. But maybe you can still make it. Maybe if you run faster than you ever have, faster than should be possible, you can outrun a nuclear explosion. Somehow you manage to get every single person in the city with a half a second left on the clock, and you come back to try and defuse the bomb, hoping with your slowed perception you can figure something out. But you're exhausted. Your body is breaking down, and
once again, a fucking skill issue. Like, come on, bro. It's a skill issue after skill issue. When is it gonna be, like, done, bro? When is it gonna be done? Come on, bro. You gotta do you keep up with your training, bro. I promise you, I'd rather you take some damn Velocity 9 and kill yourself like Jay did. Like, come on, bro. I'd rather you know what I'm saying, deter your health with some Velocity 9 and then make ends meet at least one time. It won't automatically offer you if you take it one time. Come on, take the J route, because that's a pure skill issue, bro. There's no way you should be tired at all.
you're just not fast enough. You try to run, but the blast catches you on the way back to the city. From anyone else's perspective, it's instantaneous. But for you and your altered perception of time, it stretches out into something much longer. You experience every millisecond of it as the shockwave hits you, as the heat begins to cook you from the outside in.
So not only are you experiencing everything in slow motion, but you're experiencing your own death in slow motion. I'm done, bro. That's crazy.
As your body finally gives up. You see moments of your life flash by. You see yourself before the lightning, just a normal person with normal problems. You see the people you loved, the ones you lost to time and circumstance. You see all the lives you saved across the years, experiencing them once again in the milliseconds before the explosion consumes you completely. The people of the city will build memorials and remember you as a faceless hero, but you were just a normal person with a curse, trying to live with it.